Hello Eisenhower artists. This week we're going to be making art that has pattern. Pattern is one of the elements of art. The elements are the things that we use to make our art look fantastic. It's like the ingredients in a good recipe. So pattern can be used in lots of different ways. A pattern is when something like a color or a shape is repeating. So here you see the pattern. This star shape repeats over and over on the green square. You can have pattern on clothes. What are you wearing right now? Maybe your shirt has a pattern. Animals can have pattern on their fur, like a zebra, black and white, repeating all over the zebra. So we're going to draw a Christmas elf. Do you know what a Christmas elf looks like? Your drawing is going to look something like this. Do you see where the pattern is on this drawing? Look carefully. Where is a pattern? The pattern is on the elf legs. The red stripe is repeating. Red, 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 repeating on the legs. And then also there's this pattern with the snow in the background. These snowflake dots are repeating over and over again, and that makes a pattern. All right, so think about what kind of pattern you want to put on your legs, and I'll show you a couple different ideas. We're going to draw together step by step to make these elf legs. Okay, for this art assignment, you'll need some plain white paper, a pencil with a good eraser, and then any color supplies that you have. Markers, colored pencils, crayons, any color supplies that you like to use. So just like we usually do, we're going to fold the page so we have guidelines on the page. This helps us draw in the right size and the right place on your paper. Fold it one time like this, like a book. Then turn your page, make it tall. Fold it again like this. And don't smash it flat. This is just a soft fold so we get a little line there. Now the page has 4 corners. So for this drawing, you need to make sure that your page is tall. Not sideways like this. Turn your page so it's tall up and down. Okay, and we're going to start with the elf shoes. So down here near the bottom, you have this fold that goes all the way down here. Somewhere near the bottom, not too close because we need to make this snowy hill for the elf to stand on. You're going to make a shape that's like a V but curvy. Instead of going straight up and down, you want to put a little curve right there. A V with a curve. And then do the same thing on the other side of that fold. So the fold is right here. I'll draw little dots. That's where the fold is. And then you're going to put this V shape like this. Okay, now I'm going to draw dark so you can see on camera. But remember, when you're drawing, you need to draw light with your pencil. In case you want to erase, it's much easier to change things if you're drawing lightly. Gently press on the paper as you go. Don't push down really hard. All right, so now we have these 2 shapes like a V, but it's curvy. Then you're going to go over here to this point, and you're going to make a curve like this, and then the bottom of the foot like that. Okay, so first this curve, then make a little round curve like this for the heel. That's this part of the foot. Now remember, as you're drawing with me, pause the video, do one part, and then play the video again. All right, so first you curve this way, make this little curve for the bottom, the heel, and then go across. Then go to this point for the other side. You're going to curve this way. Now make sure you're drawing big. Don't make your feet really small. Look how big this foot is. All right, and then I have a curve like this for the heel of the foot, and then I'm going to go across. Okay, then we're going to go back up to this part where that V is, And you're going to make a curve this way, all the way down and go up. And then the bottom of the shoe, you want to curve it and go up like that. So you might have an extra line that you erase. Let's see how that looks over here. So over here, you're going to curve this way and then go up like that. And then go down here to the bottom of the shoe and connect that point. All right, so then you'll have an extra line to erase. Now don't worry about these shoes looking exactly the same. They're going to look a little bit different. Like right here, I could tell this shoe was higher, but that's okay. It kind of looks like he's standing with his foot lifted a little bit, or his foot's turned to the side a little bit. Okay, and then on the tip of the shoes, you can put a ball like this if you want to, a circle. They usually have this little decoration on the shoe. If you want to add that, put a circle there. And now we're going to add the top here. Elves usually wear like these long shirts. So I want you to put 3 fingers at the top of your page right here. Okay, because we need a space up here at the top. So these 3 fingers is a good way to measure, and then put a line under your hand, under your fingers. Okay, so right here, make a line across. Don't make it too short, about like that. And then here's another option for the bottom of your elf shirt. It could go like this. These zigzag shapes could go like that. And then put a line like this, a line like this. It's going straight up, and connect it like a rectangle. Okay, and then go all the way up to the top. All right, and then we can put a shape like a buckle, put a circle here, and a line like this, and a line like that. So that's like a belt, okay? But if you want to make yours like this, you can make a long line straight across, another line above it, and then you would curve on this side, and then put a line that goes kind of diagonal all the way up to the top of the page, all the way up like that. So there's 2 ways to make your elf shirt. All right, now we're going to do the legs. Okay, I think it's easier to turn the page like this to do the legs. So you're going to start at one of these shoes and put a line like this. Leave the tip hanging out. See, because they're shoes. They're like boots and they go away from the ankle. So start right here, and then you're just going to make a line going straight across and touch the shirt. Okay, so then you're going to start again right here inside the boot shape, the shoe, and make a line. See how straight you can make it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, then go to the other shoe, inside the shoe there. And that's going to go all the way up to the shirt. And then right here inside the shoe, and you're going across to the shirt. Okay, turn your page, and there's your legs. So your goal is to put a pattern on the elf leg. So we're going to make stripes for our pattern. Start on one side, go across, then you're going to jump over and go across again. So the lines look the same on both legs. Okay, so skip a space, do one leg, jump across, and the same spot, do the other leg. Leave a space. You should leave probably like a finger space right there. Jump across, go to the other leg, under your finger, jump across the other leg. One more down here at the bottom, just like that. All right, so then when I add color, I'm gonna decide what colors to put here in each of these spaces. We have one more line to do, the snowy hill. So right here at the bottom of the feet, go up, down, right off the page. Put a little line in the middle. On this side of the foot, go up, down, right off the page. I can't wait to see what your elf legs look like when you finish this assignment. Next is trace and erase. That's getting the lines ready for the color. Putting the black line on all of our shapes and erasing any extra pencil marks that are left over. So I'm going to start just like we did with that V shape on the shoe. Alright, so just carefully, don't go too fast. Cover up all those pencil lines. Alright, now you don't have to finish this drawing all at once. Maybe you can stop here and finish more later. Take your time with your artwork. Alright, so I'm going to hit fast forward and you can watch me trace and erase all these lines for the elf legs. Here we go. Alright friends, I'm finishing up with the erase part of trace and erase. Any extra pencil lines that are showing, get rid of that. Getting ready for the color. Alright, so I recommend markers and crayons for this project. If you don't have markers, that's okay. Use anything that you have. I'm going to start with the shoes. Okay, and I had this idea to put a stripe across the bottom like this. So turn your page, it helps you get into all these curves. And then I'm going to make these circles red. And then with green, I want to fill in the other part of the shoe. So it's going to go right by that stripe, but don't cover up that red stripe. Don't hurry, take your time. All right, when you're in art class, you're practicing your careful color skills. That's called craftsmanship. You want to carefully fill in your spaces. Keep going until all the white space is covered up. All right, and then the pattern on the legs. This one I made white, red, white, red. This time I'm going to try red and green on the legs, okay? So I'm going to make green on one part. Now whatever I do on this side, I have to match on the other leg. Okay, and then green over here. And then red next. And that's going to be my pattern, green, red on this elf. Okay, so what if I do all the reds first? Each side needs to match. Green, red, green, red. Okay, so that's the legs. Which idea do you like better? Leaving white or putting two colors on the legs? All right, and then check out this idea for the shirt. You can put a color on the edge, like this. The edge is green and then the middle is red. So what if we do that again here, and we put the edge right here as green. And then what if we make this edge green? All right, now you might be using crayon, and you can still do this with crayon, or you might have a different idea. For the buckle in the middle, I'm going to use yellow. Maybe I'll use yellow on everything on the belt. Yeah, let's make the whole belt yellow. And then I'm going to finish up with red on the inside here. And red on the inside here. See, with these markers, you can hold down the edge and get this thick line like this, and you can fill up your space really fast, line by line. So I want to show you how to fill up your background here with a crayon. Okay, this is called a rubbing technique. So a blue crayon will look nice for the background, and what you should do is peel off part of the paper of your crayon. Okay, it doesn't have to be the whole crayon. You don't have to peel off everything, just part of it on one end. And then you're going to hold your crayon flat like this and push it across the paper. Rub it across the paper like this. Now you don't have to push very hard. Just gently rub it, and look how fast you get this really nice color effect on your page. Okay, so go all around your elf legs. Turn the paper as you go to get into all these shapes. Let's leave the bottom white because it's a snowy white hill. Okay, and also at the bottom, put a little shadow under the elf's feet. So just like this with the tip of your crayon, just like when you holding a pencil, use the tip like that. Add a shadow right under the feet. Okay, and leave the rest of it white for snow. All right, so in the middle of the elf legs, put some of this blue right here. Okay, and because we only peeled off a little piece, you can get into this little shape, this little space in between the legs. Okay, now I'm going to turn the page this way. Gently rub it on this side of your drawing. Okay, get in between the shoes down here. Okay, check it out. We just filled up the background with this really nice crayon effect. Now the last thing to do is add another pattern. Add some dots for the snow falling in the sky. Just put them back and forth like this in random places around the page. Put a couple in between the feet, and then over here. They're falling and they fall. They don't fall straight in a row. They fall in the wind and they blow around in the sky all the way down. All right, Eisenhower artists, I hope you had lots of fun drawing the elf legs. You can decide how you want the shirt to look, the colors, the patterns on the legs, and be sure you try this with the background with your crayon. It's lots of fun. Okay, I'll see you next time.